So if we open the Arabic Christian Bible, we will find the word Allah is being mentioned. So just as an illustration, this is Genesis 1 or Takwin 1 for the Arabic Bible. So verse number 1. Fil bada'i khalaqallahu as-samawati wal ard. Right? Fil bada' in the beginning khalaqallah, Allah created as-samawati wal ard, the heaven and the earth. Right? So if we look at the English Bible, in the beginning when God created the heavens and the earth. So basically it's the same thing. The word God here with capital G and onwards we can find a lot of God with capital G here will be the word Allah there, right? So this is Allah, 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 and so on, right? So it is obvious that the word Allah is mentioned a lot, especially here in Genesis 1, because every single word or every single verse or almost every single verse it is mentioned God do something, right? So Allah do something. Now here there's a footnote, I think. Allah harfiyan iluhim بصيغة الجمع وهو اللفظ العام لإشارة إلى الله في العهد القديم. I think many of Christian would be familiar with Elohim, right? Now, so that's a fact that Allah is being mentioned in the Arabic Bible. Now, here is the interesting part. This is a comment by a username Jesus is Lord. So basically, clearly he is a Christian that believes that Jesus is Lord. So he mentioned this. What makes you think Allah is alive? So that is interesting to me because Allah is also used by Christian in their own Bible. So if you are saying or implying that Allah is not alive, what are you talking about? Now another interesting comment is by Al Fatima Zagreb Nur. I'm not sure how to read this, but I assume Fatima is female, right? So she said the reason Arabic Christians such as myself use the term Allah is translation. Okay, what happened? When Umar ibn Khattab entered into our land, etc. Right? So what he's saying is that because of Umar al-Khattab and so on, the translation of the Bible is now having to use the word Allah. That is interesting. To me, that is interesting. So, if that is the case, if that is truly the case, what is the original Arabic word, in that position? For example here, right? Fil bada'i khalaqallah. So, what is the Arabic word here that's originally being used? It's impossible for it to be ab or father because elsewhere when the English translation is father, then of course it's ab. But here the translation is God, right? So you cannot say ab here. I'm not sure what else can it be. Is it Rob? Is it Ilah? So if anyone knows what she is talking about, because that's the first time I've heard that the Arabic Bible used the word Allah only in the time of Umar al-Khattab and not before. So because if that is really the case, if that is the argument, there must be another word used here, right? So that's number one. Additionally, she stated this: in Arabic Christian Bible and regular Bible, when a Muslim tells you that the word Allah has only one meaning, the only true universal God, he is assuming a fallacy. The word Allah has many different meanings. So this is interesting claim. It can be used as a generic term like the English word God. Now, this is not generic. Like if you have a small g, G-O-D, God, meaning any God, yeah. But if you have capital G, it's already implying that we are referring to that true God, right? Yeah, unless it is at the beginning of the sentence. Hence, that's why in the Arabic, Allah is different and Ilah, it's you can differentiate. But God, if it's at the beginning of the sentence, it creates a confusion whether this capital G is because it is at the beginning, or it is capital because it's referring to that one God. Anyway, thus it can be applied to any God or goddesses, regardless if it's true or false god in view, the Allahs of Hinduism. Now, this is interesting because she is an Arab, right? Allah is an Arabic word, and when we have Jama, it doesn't become Allah's, right? Like al-bait or bait, house, right? It doesn't become bites or something, right? It doesn't make sense because you Englishize. You make English an Arabic word. So now here is the thing: God with small g, it is ilah. Goddess, right? So meaning ilah can be made plural, for example alihat, or it can be made female, etc., right? So that word is embedded in it the characteristic that it can be made singular, plural, female, male, etc. But Allah, the word itself, it doesn't have the plural, it doesn't have the female word for it, right? So I'm not sure how this is because I'm interested because she is a Arabic speaking person. I assume because she's Arabic Christian. What is the Jama' of Allah? What is the Jama' of Allah? Right? If you have ilah, you can say, oh, the Jama' is what alihat, for example, right? But Allah, there's no such thing as Jama' for that word because that word in itself, the uniqueness of that word, because it is implying that's one true God. It has been used by some Christian in Arabic speaking countries as a generic name for Holy Trinity. Now, even going back to the Bible itself, this is even more interesting because he said if Allah in the Arabic Christian Bible is just a generic God, it doesn't mean that the one true God. If you go back to the Arabic Bible, fil bada'i khalaqallahu samawati wal ard. Are you implying? Because here the Arabic Bible says Elohim, right? Allah refers to Elohim basically, right? But if you are saying no, Allah here can be any God. It can be Hindu God. It can be any God that create the samawat is the heaven and earth, al-ard, earth, right? Are you saying that? Are you saying that this, Allah here is a generic term and not referring to the one true God? That's bizarre, at least in my opinion. I'm not sure. So feel free to comment if you know something that I don't. Of course, interested to know something new. Thank you for watching. See you next time.